This November, Banter with Richie B honors Native American Heritage Month. Join Richie B and the podcast team as we celebrate the voices, stories, and strength of the indigenous people across our nation. And don't miss our special live roundtable, Saturday, November the 15th, where we'll be joined by remarkable Native guests sharing their history, culture, and wisdom firsthand. Let's listen, learn, and honor together. Banter with Richie B. Real talk, real stories, real people.
Good morning. Welcome to Banter with Richie B Live.
Near these huts,
Yep.
there's something going on here.
Behind us after. The trees were fucking moving everywhere. Yeah, bro. Goosebumps.
Maddox, you were with me. We looked this way. It was not like this.
Welcome to Banter with Richie B. Yo, what's up, everybody? Oh, yeah, that's right. He's back. Yeah, we've seen him for a while. Oh, I'm live. Look at that. Say hi, Wojo.
Hi, Wojo.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Banter with Richie B Live. Welcome to the podcast. Sorry, I'm a little fired up. I'm loud. I know I'm louder than usual. God damn. I tell you, it's been like the last 48 hours have been nothing but a tornado. It's a tornado. Absolutely crazy in my life. Hello, everybody on the side. We are going to get to you. I want to welcome everybody out there in the world. I'm super excited. Super excited how things are coming together. We have two events tonight. Right here on this show that wasn't even supposed to be on tonight. Right here. Had no choice. I'm like, wait, what? Boom. Here we are. And it's like Christmas right now. So I am going to get Wojo in here. And I don't know. I'm just so excited, man. Listen, follow us everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Hit that notify button. Hit the likes on this show, on this video right here, right now. Get those hypes going. Bap. Get those emojis slapping. What's up? I am producerless. Maybe Bobby Lee's somewhere. I haven't heard from her. But Sam is a maid of honor in a wedding, and rightfully so. So we'll just see what happens. You know what I mean? I wish they were here for the big announcement, but whatever. Announcements. What's up? Mike Gray's here. All right, listen. I can't wait. Hang on. Let me get Wojo here. Here he is.
Hiya! Boom! What's up?
Oh, yeah.
Who's ready for tonight for some Action Jackson? Ah! Ooh-ah.
So fired up.
Hi, everybody. Tansei.
Don't say hi.
Many blessings to. Oh, excuse me, hiccup. Yes, very excited today. The energy's really on the flow today. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I love you all. We're going to say hi to you guys. We're going to remind everybody that they can find us on Dark Realm TV.
Where fear lives. Hiya!
No, I don't know if you...
Oh, what? Fight me! Oh!
You must die! You kill my master!
Yeah.
I used to watch those movies all the freaking time, dude. What was it? Was it Saturday or something? You could watch those.
Yeah, like Kung Fu, like Kung Fu,
Kung Fu Hour.
It just sounds like wood on wood.
Oh yeah, and they would jump. They would push off a wall, and it would go. They would like jump
moving. What a fight! Fight me! Oh yeah! You know, it's like there's like 10 of them coming down. You're whipping ass. Yeah,
we should do.
yeah.
We should do a whole podcast like that.
Oh no!
We'd be the only ones in here.
Everybody would be like, "What in the world just happened?" Richie's glitching.
Who's glitching? Oh, don't say that around here, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't even joke like that around here, man. I almost got Tinsley in here with us to hang out and make our big announcement. It would have been totally obscured and weird and, no reason for it, but that's what I love to do. So I don't really give a shit. You know what I mean? It's just what I do.
Yeah.
I just left him sitting on the screen. Well, me and you were backstage. Oh, man. Anyways, also check out Media Squatch. Get that free app for your phone. Media Squatch. Get that free app for your phone. We are soon to have a radio station on that. Woody, the owner, and I just have kept missing like 2 shifts in the night. Busy, right? So all we got to do is boom, get the credentials, and we're in. That's it. It's already been approved. It's already done, ready to go. It's just a matter of physically making it happen, and we can go live on the air, radio, audio, anytime we want. So we'll be doing that as well. Let's see. And of course, HLO Outdoors /media. Go check them out. We are all over the place. It's a lot of fun. And I have a feeling, Mojo, we're about to go a lot more places, but we should say hi to our friends first.
Yeah, let's say hi to our friends.
I will. Hi, friends. Okay, on with the announcement. Okay, first one in was Big Daddy, Big Andy, BDA. What's up, BDA?
All right, thanks, Rich. Great to be here.
Always good to have you as a guest, Andy. Next one up is Sparkle Mania. What you gonna do with Sparkle Mania?
Paranormal Outdoors.
Wouldn't that be cool? Oh, Mary was third place finisher. Mary Newbert.
Hello, Mary.
Hello, Mary. All right, here we go. Oh, why does it do that? I really wish they would open it up more so you have less, more to grab when you.
If you want me to help you, I can because I could scroll quick.
Yeah, okay. You ain't scrolling shit.
Yeah.
Hi, Kurt.
Kurt W.
Kurt W.
W.
We got
W.
Kurt. We got the Dubs in the house. That's me, the host. Hi, host. Denny, what's up, dude?
What's up, Denny?
Denny. That's right. Elazami, baby. Hashtag Elazami. Get over to that Facebook page, Prayers for Ella, and grab that GoFundMe and throw $5 in. Throw $1 in. Throw $2 in. It's all for a good cause, good reason. And always be aware of pediatric cancer. 24/7, 365, man. There's no more months for any of this stuff. And as you see that we played our beautiful, video for our Native Indigenous Peoples Month of November. Thank you once again. Mm-hmm. Should be all the time. That's what I'm saying. We're getting rid of these months, and we're just going to make shit happen all the time. That's what we're doing. What's up, Robin Smith? How you doing? Jean Tewksbury. I knew I saw her.
Yeah. Hello, Jean. Hey, Robin. Tansi to you.
Curious Cryptids.
What's
Martin?
up, Curious?
Hey, Martin. What are you doing tomorrow?
What's up, Martin?
Do you know what Martin's doing tomorrow?
No, you tell me.
I don't know. We should make Martin come in and tell them. Just for being a pain in my ass. Yeah, Martin.
I know, Martin. You are a pain in the ass.
Yeah, sweet.
But Martin is coming out with us tomorrow.
1:00, live on YouTube. The Richie B, the Wojo, and the Martin. And we might have another guest, actually. I didn't reach back out because I've been so busy being, I'm on daddy duty right now. So the 6 and the 2-year-old are being very quiet at the moment. But at any moment, I could just be gone. If my screen just goes, ping, you know what's up. Don't worry, they're not far away. Oh, Elder's here, Tansei. Ron's here. Did I open it? Mike Gray, I saw Mike Gray. Lori Ladd.
Hey, Lori. Susan Ahern's in the house. Thank you, Susan.
Oh, there's Susan. Yep, there's Susan.
Susan.
Oh, hey, Susan.
What's up, Susan?
Susan, tomorrow at 1. You want to just ask her now?
Yeah. Susan, 1:00.
Because I told her that obviously I speak, I speak with my research partner. Not because I have to, because I'm respectful. So, yeah,
yep.
Take that. Oh, Mike Tinsley. What's up? That's Tinsley. I'm like,
Oh, Mike Tinsley's here. Wow.
wow, that's weird.
Ting.
I told him to get permission to sit in, and then we went back and forth like he was. You got to come in. You got to sit in the audience. You got to come in. You got to sit in the audience. And all of a sudden he's in the. I'm like, I'm on the air. Elder, thank you so much. Oh, was that?
Thank
Ben?
you.
Oh, Ben. Hello, Ben. How are you, Ben? He's like, what's up, Richie B? Thank you so much, Tansei. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. We do.
Mama Bear Claw is powerful.
Truly. All right, I think that's everybody. If we missed you, raise your hand. It could go left at any moment. That is correct. Is left wrong, though? Why is right always right? I don't know. But we going up, and we got to tell you how and what's going on. Mojo, you ready to tell them? You ready for this announcement? Sue says she's in. Are you ready for this? Now, tomorrow at 1 o'clock, you got the Martin, the Wojo, the Richie, and the Susan. Oh, that's right, Jim. We're about to get data crazy with a boots on the ground investigation live on YouTube tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Back to you, Wojo.
I'm trying to remember. Did Darren say he's coming too?
He's supposed to. It was all about Darren. That's the whole reason why we're doing it tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because he's sleeping. He's been sleeping.
Right.
He's been sleeping for a while.
Can we confirm? I mean, can you go over and give him a, boop, boop, and get him going?
Darren! No.
Right,
I'm sure he's coming. He's definitely coming. I know that. He definitely loves coming out.
And the Darren, who is a member of the Boots on the Ground team and always will be, but is moving. Well, anyways. Well, I'm not going to speak for him. He's not going to be able to go out with us as much anymore. How's that? So he's coming tomorrow, and the whole event is for him tomorrow, and that's what we're all about. And he cooked me some killer lamb the other night. Wow. Okay, good. All right. Is everybody ready? If you hit the like button, if you haven't hit the like button, I'm going to go count them right now. And if all you guys didn't hit the like button, I ain't telling nobody shit. And don't forget. Oh, Kurt's back, so we're good. I almost went on without Kurt. So don't forget, after this announcement, after we go over everything, it's going to take a little bit. And then we have that validation, that piece of evidence that I wanted you guys to know about from 2019, 20. It's right at January-ish or something. I still don't know that date's right. I think that was uploaded again. Anyways, beside the point. You guys want to stick around for that breakdown of that evidence. All right. Either way, regardless, that's the moment. This is the moment I became a researcher, and I want to share with you guys, and it's really, really cool. So make sure you stick around for that. So Miss Eve is here. Oh, look at Just Eve. Oh, hey, girl. Oh, hey.
Hey, Eve.
Oh, should we throw a lipper in for this? All right. I already got the order I want to do shit in. All right. You throwing a char in? Oh, what you got there?
Let's go.
Oh, what you got? What you got going on? Huh? What? No, tell me what you're doing.
Me?
Yeah. What you drink? No, what are you drinking?
Oh, what am I drinking? A little Mio vitamin.
Okay.
Yeah. Little strawberry. Oh, Hangawa. Come on.
Look at Just Eve. Hey, girl. She's like looking darn hot, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, girl. Oh, geez, trying to get things going. And
yeah, Sparky.
Eve comes in talking love again, right? I'm like, oh. Yeah. How you doing over there in the UK, girl?
Yes, Ron.
You know we looking darn hot, yo. Thank God you stopped by. That way we can turn the heat up higher. How's that, Woj? Good?
Hey, lovely. With Richie B and Wojo. Hey.
I wanted to get you for that for so long. Oh, it's still playing. Oh, wait. Oh, boy. All right. So, all right. Sorry. That's just Eve's fault. She got me thrown off. All right. Sorry. Yep. Okay, good. All right. Mama's almost here too, so that works. All right. Without further ado, I got to look that word up. I don't even know what that really means. Anybody know the word for ado? the term, the definition is what I'm trying to fucking say. Jesus, dude. Hang on, chaw time. Hello. All right, here we go. This is it. Boy, I hope they like it like we do. We're gonna look stupid. How can you not like this, though? Seriously, you know what I mean? Like, how can you not be excited? You know.
I know.
All right. Okay. I have to go one by one because slide presentations on this thing suck. All right, introducing you guys. Finally, at last, I'm gonna try not to cry. The Banter with Richie B Podcast Network.
Yay!
The Banter with Richie B Podcast Network. It is a network of podcasts. Get it? Because it's a podcast network. Oh, you think I'm just going to tell you that? You think I brought you here just to go, oh, look at that. That's really cool looking. Right? No, that ain't what I brought you here for. I'm about to tell you about this network. Because we truly believe in love and sharing and growing and helping. And you guys have helped us, and you guys have inspired us. I met you guys here. I met you in the woods on the lives. And does anybody know where my D Hoot's at, by the way?
Yeah, where is D Hoot?
Yeah, I don't know where D Hoot is. I don't know where D Hoot is. So, would you guys like to know what this is going to consist of? Okay, so there's that. Now, here we go. You ready? Oh, no. We ain't done yet. Airing on the Banter Richie B Podcast Network, Wednesday nights. I think it's 8 to 9, we said, right? 8 to 9. The Phantom Navigator Podcast with your host, Amanda Lombardo. It'll be right here. Same spot you come in. Notifications will come up. You'll click in. It'll be the same exact thing. Wicked easy. Wicked easy.
Wicked.
Right? Oh, there she is. She leaned on that back door. Hey, girl. I didn't even see you. I didn't even say hello to her. I didn't know she was in here.
I didn't know she was in here either.
Well, we didn't bring them here just for that, Wojo. They think, oh, you guys thought I brought you here for the network announcement and then to tell you the podcast that's on there, right? Yeah, no, that's just a little bit of what's going on. Yeah, I want you guys soak that in a little bit. Friday nights, 9 p.m., Sam's Pretty Paranormal Podcast will be airing here on Banter Richie B. Supposed to say Podcast Network, but she put productions. That's the movie side. That's the filming side. So every Friday night, 9 p.m., Sam will be here with her very own podcast. Her very own podcast. Sam, our very own Sam. Are you kidding me?
Yep.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you.
The cornbread mofo herself is in the house.
Cornbread Mofo Podcast. This side should be blowing up right now. And you guys should be like, Sam, what? Yeah, Sam is going to be a podcast.
Thank you so much, Susan. We appreciate that.
Podcast host. That's right. Well, that's right, Jim. That's $10 towards the podcast. Back to you, Bob. Yes, Sam is an amazing. Well, first of all, this team that's been assembled, as soon as I got the last piece of the puzzle that I've been trying to kind of put into the box, it was go time. It was automatic. It was like, hey, boom. How about that? Are you in on that? Are you in on that? Are you in on that? Boom, boom, boom. Everybody was in, and it was scrambling around, and we were squat. Oh, wait. What's that? Oh. This just in. That's not all, folks. That's not all, folks. Are you ready? Tuesday nights, 7 o'clock. Home of the Boom Podcast with your host, Mr. Wojo, and his co-host, Richie B. Let's go!
Boom! Let's go.
Let's go! What's up? Let that sink
A lot
in.
of love spread here. A lot of spreading the love here, folks.
Oh, no, we haven't done a twerk on here.
That is pretty cool, though. Yeah.
Oh, my God! Are you guys serious? Wojo is going to host his own podcast. And I'm going to be his co-host. Flip-flop. Got you. Didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Dude, they did not see that coming. There's no way they saw that coming. They did not.
Nope.
Oh, my God. You see how far I hit that shit?
Yeah.
Huh? Home on a what?
Home of the boom, baby.
Home of the Boom Podcast. Check that out. And you know what? We had to tweak it because of all the other names and stuff like that. But Darren's the one who popped that name right out of his head in 2 seconds flat when I went over to your house and I was proposing it to you and I'm screaming and I got this idea and then I want to put it together and then Darren's like the Boom Podcast.
He just looked straight at me, looked at you, goes the Boom.
Yeah, right. So we had to tweak it, like I said, a little bit. Oh, I'm so fired up right now. I got to slow down. I'm gonna need blood pressure medicine at this point. What's up, John? Oh,
Hey,
John's here. John just came in, guys. We got to do it all over. John. Pay attention, John. Buy a watch. See, John? So here you go, everybody. Here is your rollout of the Banter Richie B Podcast Network. A start date. We have a meeting this week. A start date could be, I'm going to say probably we around December 9th, possibly the 2nd, but I don't know. That might be too rich. But that is my 2-year podcast anniversary is the 3rd. So either one is fine. And tonight is actually my 2-year anniversary from my YouTube channel. So, yeah. Please tell the council I said hello. Thank you. Tanse.
Tanse.
Yep. Yeah. Ron's like, I'm about to switch to Tuesdays then. Whatever, dude. I already listen. When I was on Tuesday nights, it was my powerhouse night, and the numbers were huge on Tuesday nights. But because I sacrificed for my family and didn't worry about all this other stuff, you know what I mean? So if there's anybody I would want to give Tuesday night to, it would be that dude right there who's been as loyal as they come and family now. And I mean family here. My kids call him Uncle Wojo for a reason. I love that dude, man. And if anybody's going to sit in my seat on a Tuesday night, it's fucking Wojo. Period. End of discussion.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And
yeah, whatever. Shut up,
just
Wojo.
Looking forward to spreading more love. And yes, everyone's like, Wojo, you don't talk much. Well, that's not my job. Now my job on Tuesdays to yap away. So be prepared.
Yeah, when you get a load of that shit, you better have yourself some kind of weird ass dictionary that has fucking that has half Polish, half Italian definitions in it. Because I look at them sometimes, I go, that ain't even a word. Yeah, but you know what I meant. That don't you say that? You know exactly what I meant, right? Dude, that's what you say, man.
Thank you, Sparky. You all are special to me, and that's why. It's funny because Richie comes over to my house. And I was actually going to take a nap, and then he comes in and has that dinner, and one thing led to another, and then this came like so fast, and I was like, I like it. Let's do it.
Yeah. So what happens is, Kurt, thank you for that $10. Appreciate that, bro. Absolutely.
Yes,
to the podcast network, we need it all. Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys, for being thoughtful and supporting us, and and I got to be honest with you, I got to be honest with you. A lot of this reasoning comes in because this puts, puts a lot cryptids into Caribbean banter on the high seas, right? Trying to a lot of this comes into play, right? Because of you guys, right? So I'm thinking of everybody's likes and things like that, but I can't cover everything. And I'm on one night a week, and I got a family and stuff. And at least if I'm a co-host on a Tuesday, if I can't be there because it is a school night or whatever the case might be, we have our host, you know what I mean? And he'll be fine, and he'll have a co-host. Bobby Lee said she'll jump in with him, or one of the other hosts, or maybe one of you guests. Maybe he'll have a surprise host, a surprise co-host, Right. The main thing is to get him up to par with the restream and stuff, and be able to sit next to him and show him the clicks and the buttons and this and that. And it's a pain in the ass, as you see me swearing about it. Now you're going to get to see Wojo swearing about it. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll see, guy. All right. So this is your lineup. You have Saturday night right here. Nothing changes there. Banter with Richie B and my co-host Wojo every Saturday night, 6 p.m. Eastern time, U.S. time. And then you go over to, I think you're next. Yeah, because you're Tuesday, right? Yeah. So then Tuesday nights, you got Home of the Boom podcast with your host Wojo every Tuesday. These are 1 hours. Everybody's doing 1 hour except me, because with me and Wojo, we can talk a lot. And we have a lot of really good evidence. And we want to dedicate Saturday nights to our research. Our Saturday night is the research night. However long that takes to go through, we're going to go through it. And we want to share it with you guys, So it's important. But a lot of this is because of you. Because I know there's a lot of other interest with other cryptids. You're going to see a change to the Saturday night show. That's coming up too. That's going to be an announcement for next week. So I already have a thumbnail being made up. And not only that, you're going to start seeing videos of these banners going through. I want you guys to share those. It's for you guys, the ones that have been dedicated here, right? Right? You're damn right, John. Absolutely, man. It's good of Rich to invite himself over for supper. Yeah, you're damn right I did. Thank you, Martin, my friend, our friend, family, my brother. I love you, bro. Good dude right there. Solid.
Thank you, Martin.
But we get to look into the cryptids and Bigfoot himself, right? The man, the myth, the master, the number one, Bigfoot, right? And then all the other cryptids we get to explore. And then we get to explore the minds of Amanda Lombardo over in Japan, right? And all the things that she has. She has a lot of Japanese folklore and stuff and haunts and stuff like that she can share with you guys. And some of her stuff, to be fair, right now, because she's going to be in a transition, she'll be, I think they're moving. Her husband's in the Navy, so they're moving. And I'll let her tell you about that. But so she's going to share a lot of the folklore there about that. And she's going to do, some of them are going to be uploaded, recorded to the channel. And we'll take it from there. And then, of course, Sam's pretty paranormal. She's actually going to do like all the things that she does on her channel, basically, but live, which is cool, right? Like Dinner with the Dead and the makeup tutorials while telling scary stories and have a guest and, whatever she decides to do. It's her show. It's her world. And it's all about building them up, right? Amanda's just starting out, right? So boom, let's get her over here. Let's let her ride off of our wave, right? We can ride it together. Like, come on over. I'm like, I'm here. I'm established. Why don't you guys come with me? Why don't we do it this way? Because, like I said, when I came into this, it was about building a community. I had me and Bobby Lee. I added a co-host. Trying to give some to somebody else. Give something to somebody else today, for Christ's sakes, guys. It doesn't have to be monetary. I'm not talking money. I'm talking heart, soul, love, right? That's what I'm talking about. There's too much shit going on in this world. We just block that shit out while you're here enjoying the Banter Richie B Podcast Network. All these people are amazing people. You know it firsthand. Amanda's a lot, some of you know her, not a lot of you. And this time she's solo, man. So you're gonna get to know her. It's just what a given human, man. I asked her something about Jackson for a logo. Boom. I'm like, all right, do you mind? That's awesome. Do you mind if I put that on my merch? I'll give you a cut or whatever. She just shut up. Just take it. Shut up. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of people I want around me, that we're all in this together and we're building together, and it's real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I love these people. They're just great people, man. I'm so psyched for Sam. We've been trying to get Sam's YouTube up to 1,000 forever, and YouTube plays those games. You know, you get 3 subscribers when I come out of the woods, and I go home and I got 4 less subscribers. You're like, what a scumbag. Nobody sits around unsubscribing from shit like that. Like 3 or 4 people in an hour. Stop it. You guys have Netflix and Hulu and all that other garbage that you're still paying for, and you haven't watched it in a year. So stop it. $14.99 a month, and you're still paying it. Prime. Come on, you know I'm not lying. Cut the shit. Nobody's over here going, fucking YouTube. Yeah, you, tube. Yeah, they're like, you're not getting monetized for this video.
Yeah.
I don't really
But
care, dude.
but Amanda, but I'll tell you, like those pictures that Amanda did do, it's just absolutely fascinating, and I can't wait for her stories, and especially, with Jackson on the ship. You know, might as well just call him Captain Jackson. That'll be kind of cool. A nice little catch.
Yeah. Yep. Captain
Jackson.
Jackson.
It'll be great. You know, we can all interact on a lot of different. We can cover a lot of different subjects. You know, investigations, and that's why we, instead of trying to cram it on a Saturday, that we kind of spread a little love for everybody else to do their thing, and who knows, on Tuesdays, we can do follow-ups and things like that. But we also have other things that we can discuss. So
yeah, that's true. That's
looking forward to it.
That's a great point. You know, we have something going on Saturday. We'll say, hey, let us look into that, and we'll get back to you on Tuesday. Maybe we'll start your show out with that. Listen, I already told Wojciech this. It's your show. You get your own guests. I don't, he adds stuff to this show. I'll add stuff to his show. You know what I mean? Whatever we did. But he gets final say. Like I get final say here. It's just the way it is. It's just, I don't want to do that. Let's do it this way. You know what I mean? And I don't think we've ever really done that where we're like, I don't want to do that. We've actually worked it out to show something of whatever it was.
Yeah, we always work it out. It's never like,
in my show. No, I'm Richie B. You're not Richie B.
But it gives us ideas for like future guests. Well, I had somebody else in mind, like you. See, we're constantly networking, folks. We're reaching out to people and things like that, and that's what we do. And so, if we thought of somebody over here, then what we can do is, all right. Well, what we can do is we can push that down. Wojo, all right, yeah, we can push that person down over here, and it's all going to work out.
Yep.
So,
yep.
And that's Ron. That's what a good team is.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yep. 100%. And he says Rogan and Vaughn talked about that temple. Remember the temple that Ron had us talk about on the wheel?
Yeah.
Wheel of Weird. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, thought it was cool. It was on here before Rogan. Ha Joe.
Well, but I mean, again, that could fall on, about the UFOs, the aliens and things like that. That could be a good discussion to expand. And like I said, just just give this is the future. So we're gonna get rolling, and I'm looking forward to it. And so is Richie, and kind of like keeps the burning off him a little bit too. So.
It's listen, it's a lot of work, and to be honest with you, with all this going on, if it wasn't for the 3 girls that we have that are so technologically advanced, it would be impossible, absolutely impossible. Bobby Lee deals with all that technical stuff behind the scenes. I'd love to see her on here more with me. You know what I mean? But that's her thing. That isn't what she wants to do. So she deals with all the technical stuff. She uploads all our stuff to all those different Dark Realm and Media Squatch, HLO. She has all those weird technical terms. They know what the hell they're talking. Oh, I have one of these platforms. You got to do it this way in this format. I don't know shit about that. Bobby Lee handles all that. And now you got 2 amazing creative artists making thumbnails, movie reels. I mean, if you don't, when I saw this assembled, when I saw this slowly coming together and Amanda was the last piece of the puzzle, I was like, if I don't go for it now, there's no sense of ever going for it. So if you can't assemble, if you have a team like that and you don't immediately jump to the next 10 levels, to me, it's bad business. So, hello, Michelle Wilfong. Good to see you. As you can see up on the screen, if you just came in, we are launching the Banter with Richie B podcast network. along with Sam's Pretty Paranormal podcast, the Phantom Navigator podcast with the guest Amanda Lombardo. And on Tuesday nights, you will have the Home of the Boom podcast with our very own Mr. Wojo, and I will be his co-host. So we're doing a little bit of a flip-flop there. So that's going to be really, really cool. So lots of fun.
And not only that, it kind of also, sorry, Rich, it's just, on Saturdays, like when we have guests and we have evidence, like we're trying to cram everything in. At least Tuesdays can be more flexible. Of maybe like follow-ups on investigations, talking Bigfoot, but who knows? Maybe have one of you, if you like to pop in and just have a one-on-one conversation, because I'm sure everybody has questions, and where we couldn't like answer everything complete. It's an hour show, so we can do that for you. And I like to see you guys. If you want to be part of that, I'd love to have you guys on and have discussions and have fun.
I must check in. Mooncat, thank you so much for that. We truly, truly appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. You're gonna practice being a host right now. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Mama's almost here, but I just want to do one more check before she arrives. On my little.
All right, so I'll keep babbling.
No, don't babble. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Save that Bible in for Thursday night. I'll be right back, everybody. And then when I come back, we're going to go after that evidence, bro. Talk about it.
All right. You heard that. You heard that from the man himself. So yeah, we do have evidence. Like I said, Richie came over my house. I was exhausted, and he wanted to do all these platforms, which I thought was great. And then he's showing Darren some evidence, of his younger days. And what I thought was cool was that we're all sitting there like, whoa, Rich, what is that? He's like, what are you talking about? I go, I think you better look again. So, not to get into it, but again, Wednesday was such a great night. So when he gets in here, we'll be doing that. So said I can do Wojo show on Tuesdays. Don't tell Rich. Mike, you can do anything, believe me. Because again, I like to cover all New Englanders and do follow-ups of what's been going on your end. And so I just think it's a cool thing for discussion on that, because I thought of that. So remember that, Mike. And as for the Sparkies, the Elders, Mooncats, anybody on here, I would love to have you. If you don't want to show your picture, obviously I totally understand, but your voice, and we could just talk about our investigations, like things that you weren't able to ask. You want to do follow-ups, so you have all that now. So this is why this is a great idea to do it. I'm a patient man, as you may know, that you know it for now. But we'll just we'll make it real fun. And yes, we should all continue praying. You guys should always pray, because you know what? Let's have this all at full on energy, because listen, life's too short. You got two things in life: good, bad, no middle. Which one do you want? I want good, and that's all I care for. So, and like I said, good is good. So, and I always pray for you all and stuff like that. So tomorrow, we're gonna go out. I'm sure Richie's gonna bring his blower, blow some leaves around. Hopefully, we'll catch some prints, things like that.
What the?
So hopefully we'll.
Did he say blower?
Yeah. So it's gonna be a lot of fun tomorrow. Looking forward for tomorrow. I think tomorrow's supposed to be a nice day, so we'll see. So back to you, Bob.
Yeah, let me go over here. Yeah, much better.
Yeah, I don't like it over there. It's so used to over here. That's all gonna change on Tuesday.
Yeah. It is gonna. You're damn right it is. And You're going to do great, dude. And you're going to have nerves, even though you're not a nervous guy. It's just the way it goes. And I remember
Yeah.
I was such a chatty dude. You know I am. I can never shut up. And it's going to be hard on Tuesdays for me to shut up. I'm going to sit myself out. But it's going to be like adjustment for both of us. But when I first got in the front of the mic, I was like, oh, what do I even say? And then it was just like anything else. Once you get on the bike and you slide that pedal over the top and come down, boom, you were off. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you'll be fine.
Well, I got it easy because I've been the co-host for so long. But I remember like when Richie really first started off, and yeah, he's a chatty catty, which is a good thing because sometimes you don't know what you're saying because you're trying to get some sort of like flow and energy and just try to like figure out, all right, what am I doing? So even though he does know what he's doing, but then again, you're just starting off with no audience. So now you have to build that. Here it's established. So we like to continue to keep climbing on that end. So and I think it's going to be a lot of fun and yeah.
Don't go giving them ideas now.
It's funny because you're laughing. I'm laughing because that's the first person I saw. Yeah, Elder, yes. And like I said, and very thankful for you to always have our backs, and actually everybody does. But like I said, if we grow, you all grow. So that's how I look at it.
Yep. So let's get on with the next part of the show. I hope you guys are all satisfied and happy with that very big announcement. It is very, very big. Just doing it, I was getting excited about. Just ramping up. That energy just popped when I told everybody. So thank you guys for your support. We're going to ask for your continued support. We're going to ask you to share with your friends and obviously help us out like you guys always have. And help these amazing podcasters out, these hosts that are coming on. You know them. You love them already, and you're gonna get to know them even more. So, I know you guys are gonna be nothing but a plus on the side for them. You know what I mean? So, it's huge to have the right people on the side, but especially when you start up. I didn't really know anybody, and once I got to know everybody, I saw familiar faces, and it put me at ease. So, break a leg, Wojo. Break a leg, bro. You got this. Congratulations to all you guys and to the whole team. Really, it's a joint effort. It's not just because it's only called Richie B because I'm the established one. That's all it is. You know what I mean? It's just a smart business decision for everybody. That's all.
But
no egos here, man.
That could be just the beginning though, Rich.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is.
Yep.
Oh, it is. They have no idea. No. Some things take a little longer. But don't worry, we're going to do it. What's this? Tim's here. Hi, everyone. Oh, he missed it. Tim missed it. Oh, now we got to go. Oh, Elder Lennon is saying Richie is loud because he got too much man thing. Oh, my God.
Yeah, man thing. Yep. Yeah, and I like to spread guidance. Yes. I just hope you never know with me because believe me, I may act like an angel, but we have fun on the side. So as Mike Tinsley says, you never know. With us two, like outside of the camera, we had a lot of fun. So, Mr. Tinsley!
Well, dude, that was so crazy that you just started talking about Tinsley and he was backstage and he don't know you're backstage.
I know he's like buttoning up his pants, going, "Okay, I'm ready."
I took him off, right?
Yeah, you did right. He did. Okay. Mike knows the rules. You don't have to go over rules with this guy.
Look at him. Shows up and he's all moxied up. I love it. Love that shirt.
What's the shirt say about Bigfoot?
Takes moxie to look for Bigfoot.
I love that. I think I saw that on you before. That's a good one. What's that? Hi. You have a long day at work? Everybody welcome Jessica to the show.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Her first long shift back in a while. Since Baby Palooza. Like 6 years of Baby Palooza. Joe's wife.
That's right, Robin. That's why we have to be loud.
Yep. That's right. All right. Richie's gift is being loud. That way people listen. Yeah, well, you know. Yeah, I agree with Lennon.
What's up, Andy? Big Andy.
That's enough at all, you guys. Nope. So I got a special guest here to go over with some evidence with us as he looks at a lot of evidence, right? He was always kind of on the web and looking at our stuff, looking at his stuff. You know, that's. I was like, hey, nobody better. I reached out to him and said, you better get permission, bro.
I did.
You got your.
I only got about 20 minutes though.
All right. Well, can you hold up the paper? Can you hold up the paper with her signature on it so we believe you? Yeah, I thought so. Typical guy. Typical guy. Sure, you know where he is in the house. Hang on a minute. Let's get this thing going.
All right, everybody, get your earphones on.
Yep.
Oh crap.
I'm muting. Not saying a word.
There's headphones and visual. All right. So we're gonna start with let's see, start of everything. All right. So the start of everything. That's what I call the folder. So years ago, you guys heard me talking about raking around the fire pit. I was raking around my fire pit, and I've told this story many times. And it was years before this where I was hearing things walk around and getting curious and trying to figure out what was going on, you know. And then when I heard something walk around at night, that's when I was like, okay, that's not people, because I didn't see any lights or nothing. There's no way someone's just walking around. And then there was a big break, and I'm like, no human did that. You know, things like that built up. But this day, where I was raking around the fire pit, and I heard a tree snap, one pull, that like you saw on that silly channel that we were on, that, you know, where that one pull came, and I looked up and I saw this tree comes banging down to the ground at like 40 miles an hour. And that's where I started putting all this physical stuff together. So, and I walked over to the fence with my phone, and I remember I kind of threw my rake down. I said, come on, man, I'm actually getting stuff done today. And I didn't have the best demeanor, which was weird for me, but I was locked into what I was doing, and I was new at this. And I held my phone up and I said, come on, where you at? And that's when I got that growl. But to me, it sounded like a big, because I heard it live and at me. And then it went through my phone. I was glad I caught any of it, because I was a little ways away, not far enough. And we'll talk in a minute. And I held it up.
Hold on, Eve. Hold on.
What she want now? I'm gonna have to go.
She's ready to go to bed, but I'm like, hold on.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll send her the video.
Yeah.
We'll send you the video, Eve. Good night, Eve. Thank you for stopping by. Many blessings to you. So here's that original video, a clip of it, of me walking up and saying, come on, where you at? Where you at? So you hear that little, I didn't loop it. What a dumb. You hear that little, like that, right? It doesn't sound like much, but when you're there in person, It was a lot, right? Enough to drive me backwards, you know, to where I was like, wait. And then you hear me say, oh, God, I hope I got that growl on video. And I'm going to loop it just because it's going to be easier. Where you at? You hear that? That little bit? Now listen, I'll play it a couple times. Where you at? Something there. Right there. Where you at? All right, so you get the picture, right? Mm-hmm. So where you at? After that, and I got the long version, and I back up and I go, oh my God, I hope I got that growl on there, you know, and I go back to recording again, and I have a little bit more footage of it. And I remember I'm talking, this is my yard, you know, respect it, you know, and then I go on after that to keep talking, whatever, back and forth. And then I realize how kind of dumb I am because I can't see anything. And the funny part is, well, I'll tell you that after. Yeah. So when I went into Wojo's house the other night, all excited, telling him about this big idea I had about the podcast network, that night was, not only did I get nicely baked lamb, thank you, Darren. I told him the podcast thing, you know, what I wanted to do with the podcast network and get him to be a host and all that. And I had to sell him on that a little bit and then got him to, you know, let's go, you know. And then we start looking through evidence to show Darren. And I'm showing Darren this evidence. And I realize on my phone, I have better technology, which actually that picture there that you see is, it's lit up a little more. I was able to light it up. The original one was just pixelated bushes, and every time I zoomed in on it, it would just disappear into pixelation land. And I went, oh, wow, look, I can actually edit now. So I start cropping and I start doing the different colors, the cool, all the different things, the shadow and all that stuff. So I'm doing all these different things, and I went, and I'm looking, and I'm going, and we see down front, it gets all dark looking. It looks like it's moving down there, which I still am suspicious of that area, by the way. But then Wojo says, I'm kind of looking up here. And I went, holy shit. And I stopped and I froze. And I looked and I said, that's crazy. Now, this is what we pull out of it. Yeah. Well, on the left, definitely, Elder. There was more than one, I'll tell you that. If you enlarge the video and go through it, there's all kinds of movement going on now. And it's crazy. But this one, and I'm not going to say and hype up where, I'm looking at him 40 feet away, the high five that I want. But you're going to make some features, and I'm not going to say nothing. I want you guys to do this. Let's see. So this is my big event. I didn't realize that not only did I have the walking, the tree breaking, the growl, I also had something else and just didn't know it. So let me get on loop. No sound. Now watch. If that thing gets out of the top, you see him standing there? Is that thing in the way up top for you guys or just me? Right in the middle top of your screen. Black figure.
Yeah.
Watch. There he is. You see him? Now watch the last picture. See that?
I see that.
Right there. What kind of a feature do you see out of that?
It looks like a head, a shoulder, and a leg.
Yeah, what exactly? And what about the head? What about the head stands out?
The cone.
Yes! Dude, he was right there.
Boom.
Bro, he was right there the whole time. Mm-hmm. And not only that, keep in mind, my camera is dead center on him. I went to the sound. I was a paranormal investigator. I went the sound. I went right to the sound. I hit him dead on. Had no idea. No idea. Now watch, like Sparky says, watch at the beginning. You can actually see him moving. Now, mind you, I could slow it down and everything now with my phone. Right? Hang on. This is the guy who growled at me. There he is right there. Center, middle, top. He's moving right there. You see him move a little bit. And now he's down middle, right? And there he is again. I love you.
So what was in the foreground? Some branches. Looks like some.
Yeah, it's like saplings.
Right. But that's the thing. The middle of him looks just pixelated. Like there was an interference. I couldn't see him. I was standing right there. I'm going to show you. Yeah. I have a picture I'm going to show you of the, give you kind of the distance. We haven't gone back to reenact it, but we're gonna. That's a cone head. That's a shoulder. That's a leg. And if you watch the video even further, as I said, I have more of it, which we'll save, and I'll show you on another time. There's more movement. And then I come back and he's not there. That black figure is not there. Now, I'm not saying, like I said, I wasn't saying, oh, there was hair and all this. None of that, dude.
Right.
And off to the left. See the left? There's two other black figures moving. See him up top left? Top left of your picture, guys. Top left. Watch when we come back. Top left. See that dark figure on the left side? Watch it.
Yeah.
It goes behind a tree.
Yep.
Right there. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Now, this is what's crazy, and I've always talked about this. Context is everything, right? Mind you, I have two other solid pieces of evidence. Yes, one's a personal experience. Yes, I heard a tree snap. I watched it come down. That's two things, right? Then I heard the growl come at me that I got on the phone. And now, 6 years later, 6 years, I stood in Wojo's kitchen almost in tears, dude, because I'm like, yeah, there he is. He's right there. That's him. That's the dude. That's Saladon.
His mic was sitting there, and he's showing it. It was both like.
Did you hear me?
Oh, sorry, Rich.
That's Saladon. Oh, did I say his name? I shouldn't have said it 10 times, but I did, and that's him, and I know it is. Sorry, go ahead.
So, all right. So Rich he was showing the original. I go, what's that? And he goes, that's the stick. I go, Rich, why is that stick moving? Because it's like a shadow. Now, if you look at it in real time, because it blends in good. But if you watch that stick,
Yep. The down bottom up front is the one you're talking
yeah,
about.
it's like if you're looking at the picture, it was to the right. But we'll get back to it. We'll just
Yeah. And you can see here, this is for distance. So I'm at the fence, and it's the best thing you can do. I haven't measured or walked it off or reenacted it. But I'm standing at the bottom yellow highlight line that you see there.
Right.
He's at the dot. That's not all that far, bro. That's not all that far. When you're talking Bigfoot, that's not all that far, man.
No, not at all.
And that was him.
Crazy.
Yeah, and it ties in that whole incident for me. That was everything being, and there's more. We can analyze it more. I talked to Sue today. Maybe Daniel Groom could take this and clean it up even further for us, right?
yeah.
So
Now, did you look for any hairs or any prints or anything like that?
no, because when this happened, I couldn't find him,
Right.
And I didn't want. I was by myself, and I had to wait for someone to come with me.
And you found this on the footage afterward, right?
We found this on the footage Wednesday night, was it, Woj?
Okay.
Yeah, Wednesday night. He was just showing my friend Darren how it all started, and you can hear the huff. But I heard three, by the way, 3 huffs.
Yeah.
But and then we're like, Darren goes, "Hey, I think I saw something move." And then, Rich is playing again. I go, "I'm seeing like multiple." I go, "Oh my god, yeah." I go, "What is that?" He goes, "A stick." I go, "There ain't no stick, dude. That thing's moving." And then up above, I just saw from a distance the head kept going. He just kept doing this.
Right. Yeah.
And then you saw the shoulder pop out. I'm like, "Oh my god, Rich!
Well, yeah,
You
and
got
the other
evidence, man."
Yeah, the other piece of footage was the shoulder and the actual arm. You could see the arm right there. He moves. See how he's swaying?
Right. Yeah.
His left, my right. He's going behind whatever's there, and then he's just standing there looking at me.
Right.
And I'm looking at him, but not knowing I just got goosebumps, man. Dude, he was looking. He was looking right at me, Mike.
That's crazy, man. Well, you've been saying this for a while, so
That's my story. That's how my story begins. This is the moment where I turn into a researcher. This is the moment. This is the defining moment in my own backyard that I turn into a researcher. This is it right here. And 6 years later, I'm finding evidence of it. Think about that. That's a crazy story, man. You know what I mean?
Watch the very, very middle to the right. You see that dark figure. He thought that was
Sorry,
the stick,
Laurie.
and that was moving.
Yep.
Because you see like 3 different spots, possibly 4, in the upper left-hand corner.
Mm-hmm. Now, mind you, watch this though. Watch this now, Woj. I just realized this the other day. The original that we cleaned up in your kitchen, you can actually still see him.
Mm-hmm.
And it blows my mind that I couldn't see him that day. Now, this one isn't zoomed in and screen recorded, but I can see him. He's right in the middle there. He just moved. Did you see it?
Yeah.
no, I didn't see it.
I didn't loop it. Gee, whose job is it to tell me to loop stuff? I mean, what do you got? Like 5 more minutes, Mike?
Yeah, 5 or 10.
Okay.
So, as researchers, Mike, Richie's showing this over and over. So I grabbed my phone, I put up my video, and I kind of like zoomed it in to watch this whole thing. And I could see the movement up close. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Can you guys see him now that you know where he is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see him now without the black and white. Look at what's to the right there. Look at him. He's kind of floating like this, back and forth, doing a little bit of a classic little shrug.
Where you at?
Right there. He's the black mark right there in the middle.
Yep.
And then
There
you
he-
get
Yeah, and
the
it
2
looks
ones.
like a head moving.
Where you
Kind
at?
Oh,
of
yeah.
like it's doing that hide behind thing.
Now you get a better idea how close he was to me, and I'm like, why couldn't I see him
Right,
with
yeah,
my own
yeah.
eyes, dude? I mean, I was more of a novice then, of course. I wasn't a seasoned Bigfoot researcher then, but still, I mean, I had been researching before this, but it was very sporadic, and I was by myself because I didn't want to tell anybody about this. So I would go out to these scary ass looking woods. I mean, look at them.
Yeah.
By myself as far as my my flight would bring me.
Where you at?
And I was researching it for years because I was hearing the walk, and I'd already found structures before this time. But I was, the rational part of me was like, yeah, you know what I
Where
mean?
you at?
Well, Chris Mack, you got to buy a watch, and you could be here on time, and then you would know what you're looking at.
Hey, Chris.
Hi,
Hey,
Chris.
Rich. So that area that we're looking at, up close, is that thick area that like you have a hard time walking in? Remember when you threw the softball in there? Is that little spot area?
Yes. Yeah. You have to go around the game trail to get to the other side where he's standing. You can't just walk through those. There's thorns and those slappy branches that suck.
Yes.
It's a whole thicket, man. You can see the brown of it. You can see how tall it is. That's the other thing is you can see him above it like nothing. And those things there are like 8-9 feet tall, and sometimes even more because there's actually a little bit of a hole in front of it when you walk. They're like way above you, almost like 12 feet tall. But they're actually probably from his standpoint is what I'm talking about. It's more like 8 or 9 on the other side. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's down
Mike,
a little bit.
You see the two?
Where you at?
Yeah, because you see those two trees right in front of us, Mike. The two, the white birches.
Yeah.
There's a little black spot that moves, and then also to the right of that, you'll see like a little stick, but you can see how it gets darker and darker.
Mhm.
See
Yep.
that?
Mhm. Yeah.
Down bottom right. Yep.
So this is a thick area. Like right now, like
Where you at?
if we were to go to Richie's house, it is thick as heck.
Yeah.
And that's where we had a bluff charge.
Yep.
When
That's
I
off-
first
that's off to the
got
right.
a thermal.
Yep.
And that thing came from that, from those trees, came towards us. I go, dude, is that thing like? It looked like it was on all fours, and it kept peeking his head. And I go, Richie, you better go on live right now because we just showed up there, and it's like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it started walking towards us. I got my arm hanging over that fence, and that fence is jagged.
Where you at?
Yeah.
And I go, as he got closer, he went,
Yeah.
and we just like bumped into each other, like, what the heck? And then,
Where you at?
hey, Bree.
Hey, Bree.
And so it started walking to the right, and I put it back. I put the thermal back up. It's walking on 2 legs. I did 2 other bluffs,
Mm-hmm.
but it sounded. People say it was a buck. I go, that is not a buck. That because it's a different sound. It's more guttural.
Right. Yeah.
And then 3 minutes later, we're trying to get our heads together. What just happened? All of a sudden, you I'm like, son of a gun. But it was cool. It was just really, And then we decided to go back in the woods, turn the lights off. Rich was like, hey, where you at? All of a sudden, bam. I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah.
And the amazing part is, even with the thermal, because where Richie was, and we had the lights off, you could still hear movement. Like it sounded like he's like 25 feet away.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But we're like back to back like this, like Charlie's Angels,
Yeah, dude. That was a crazy night, man.
And Richie got a whistle.
Yeah,
Richie goes, give me a whistle, and then it whistled at him. I'm like, oh my God, it sounded like he was right there.
I ran up this big mound, and those guys were down, and I ran up the mound so I could try to hit my flashlight and see what I could see. And I get up there, and I whistled. And then immediately after I whistled, I got whistled back at from like 10 feet away at the bottom of the mound. And I turned right around. I go, nope. And I ran back down the mound. And I go, Bojo's like, dude, that was close to you. I'm like, yeah, dude, within like 10 feet, bro. Nope, not doing it. Nope. I couldn't see him. Nope.
So
what's spotlight?
So what's kind of out there where that thing was standing just beyond? Is that some wetlands or like kind of?
Well, that area there, you got a game trail that goes in the front. So you go out of my fence.
Mm-hmm.
You walk left to the game trail. My neighbors is over here behind us at that point, and you can walk up to the game trail, but all that is like thicket, trees that are down, trees that are up. You got you got some laurels mixed in, so there is a little wetland. And then you walk the game trail, and then it opens up, and then there's a hill that goes up and a hill that goes down, and then there's a brook out there. And the passageway into where I felt they lived had a split birch like this, and then a branch across of it. That was the first structure I found. And I remember researching it, looking at it, going, there's no way that fell down. And then I got to the end of it. I had my kids with me at that time because we were out looking for the monsters, and we were dressed up as superheroes. And yeah, they had like fake swords and a shield.
yeah.
You know, I didn't really think anything of this. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I remember looking up at this thing like 7-8 feet in the air, and it had a Y on the end of the birch branch, and the Y went around the birch tree. And
wow.
I froze. So it's laying parallel like this, and then it has a Y holding it in place, like it's hugging the tree.
No shit.
And I went, yeah, and I went, oh, okay, guys, we're gonna head home now. Because right then, and that's when it hit me that something with thumbs had to do that. Something with hands and a thumb, 5, right? Had to do that. And I remember saying to my kids, all right, guys, time to head back. And I got pictures of them going into the woods, like it's like 2016, I don't know, something like that. And going in the woods ready to go. And that's how long this has gone on for, you know, for years that I didn't say anything. So I just got to get my kids out of there. But that there, you drop down in it, and when it's full bush before the granola people built the path, the it used to be like laurels bush. It'd be like an opening to the laurels that you would literally have to like walk down, and as you walk down, the laurels were above you.
Sure.
And it was like a hole into the woods. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you ran into peat moss mounds, wetlands, old trees down with peat moss burying them.
Yeah.
And that's where I found the high school way out, is where I walked up. You know, I was going through all this crazy terrain, and I walked up into this opening, and it was like 100 by 150 feet of just torn down dead trees, X's, no bark.
Yeah.
All these pine trees, and it was like hundreds of them, and it was just an opening, and I'm just standing there going, what the? And then all of a sudden it hit me, all the noise that I was hearing from my yard would be at this distance, right? And these are all and these are all snaps I had been hearing over the years. And I went, oh my God. I said, oh my God, they're teaching them. And so it hit me that the juveniles were being taught there, you know, so I called it the high school.
There you go.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And then when we got the other ones that are bigger, it's the college, and the bigger one is the university. And that's where those namings came from, you know? Was that moment. It was absolutely
crazy. He lives in like, I mean, his woods is very unique. I mean, I absolutely love it. I mean, it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But just picture like a football field. It's just a football field.
It's
with the track with the granola path going around. but just imagine it. But it pisses me off. I mean, it's like flat, but you know, you're going over trees and whatever. But it does hold pockets of water, and
that's what it kind of looked like. And that's why I was wondering. A lot of times, animals will go into those areas to hide, right? Because humans aren't going to go trumping through swamps or even that little bit of wetland. So, you know, the Hockomock is famous for the Native Americans during the King Philip's War of all hiding out there, and you know, it's where deer hiding. That's why they call them swamp donkeys, because they're out there just you know, walking around. So that makes all the sense in the world.
Yep. Yeah. No, it's and you got to remember too, 1 mile, 1.1 from my back door is a huge river. So you have that water source.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and activity is what brought me and Wojo to where we are. We didn't just look at a map and say, let's just try that. We actually followed some stuff first, and then we pulled out the map, and I was like, dude, look at this big area of woods.
Right.
Let's go check that out. But that was like after 3 stops. You know what I mean? But Kelly's here. Kelly, you're going to be here for a few minutes. I'll replay that video. Mike's got to get going. I know that, and I don't want to keep him any longer than we should.
What's up, Big Cal?
Yeah, let me see. I'll bring this up for Big Cal. So Big Cal, this is part of my very first incident in my Bigfoot career, and we just Wednesday night, Wojo and I and his roommate Darren discovered this on my phone because I could use technology now years later to see what was standing there apparently that I couldn't see with my own eyes. That's the crazy part. Where you at? Oh wait, is that? So check this out, Mr. Kel. I'll put it on loop so you can see it. Watch the black. Yeah, right there. Look at the black figure in the middle. You see him? See that head? This is like 6 years ago. Just discovered, newly discovered. He was right there. You can see him moving right there. I have another screen recording actually too. I'm gonna play with, and we'll show that again. That's pretty cool, huh? Just ties the whole incident together for me. You can almost see him moving like, oh, he's looking at me. He's got the camera on me. Let me just move over here. And boom, you see his leg, his shoulder. You can actually see his biceps. See that definition in his arm?
Right, yeah.
You see that? It leaves the shoulder and goes in a little bit and then pops back out. Look at you can actually see it there. Look up close. See it?
Yeah. You see that shoulder, and then
yeah. Dude, he's got a tricep. Like what? What you looking at, boy? Yep,
he's big. I mean, I'm going to assume for where you are, Rich, it has to be about a good 60, 70 yards. I mean,
yep, I'd say
that's a big. It's pretty big.
Yeah. Yep. And to tie that in, Kelly, this is the guy that snapped the tree that I heard in my backyard and then saw the tree fall and then pulled out my phone. I said, come on, where you at? And then he growls at me. It's kind of a muffled growl on my phone, but I heard it reverberate through my chest. And then I couldn't see anything else. Every time I would zoom in with my phone back then, it would just pixelate. Well, the new phones, you got all kinds of different. I just did a new update, 26 on iPhone. And I had all this different technology that I could use, and here we are, years later, man. Yeah, you can make out the trap for sure, man. Yeah, he's jacked. You see his legs off to the right, and another part of our screen recordings, you see that leg move. He lifts it up, and kind of so he can go more to his left like this. You watch him like the leg comes up, almost like exaggerated for not that long, and just goes like this, and you can see it. It's wild, man. And I'll pull out some more recordings and touch them up for you guys. And we'll go over this a couple times, I think. I think it's worthy of that. I think there should be more to it. It's the cone head, really, that gets me. The conical head is what's there, you know? He is like Mike. He's just like Mike. That's why I reached out to Tinsley. I say, hey, I found your brother. Right?
Yeah.
No doubt, man. So, no, that's cool. I'm super pumped about it. I actually, Wojo sent me a couple more. We got a little while left in the show. We're going to let Mike go do his family thing. I don't want to keep him.
Go eat some dinner. Thanks for having me on, guys. It was great.
His wife's a lovely lady, and Mike is always on thin ice. So I don't want to. I don't want to. Right, Kelly? I don't want to contribute to that any further. You know what I mean? So tell your wife we said hello and thank you, and we love you guys.
Happy Thanksgiving too, Mike.
Happy Thanksgiving, too, guys. Man. Enjoy. We'll see you. All right, that's enough out of you. Get out of here. All right.
I think what I like to say for Rich, you know, and to everybody, excuse me, is that validation. You know, when someone tells you the story, and it's not like I'm saying that you don't believe him or nothing. It's just that it's so good to show the backup of what he's been saying all along. It came to him because I can hear three huffs as he starts the video. You can hear, and then you hear another one, and then he's like, you know, who's that? And then you can hear like that, a louder one. So that is awesome. And I'm just so like happy to that, you know, that we're able. I've never seen this video before, but I was glad that he showed it to us. And it's just amazing to spot that out. And I mean, same to you, Sage.
Yeah, thank you, Sage. Yeah. And I think she was saying it to Mike, not us. Or they, Sage. Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving, Mike. No, thank you. And I saw, like I said, Bree came in, and of course Kelly Porter. I can't get this thing to move. Where is it?
Yeah, Bree. Where's the rest of the gang? Where's the gang?
I don't understand why this won't close. So what we did was we have some other things in here that Wojo and I'm trying to upload to these folders, and they don't seem to be taken, Wojo. If we can, that one of them's longer. And the other one, let me play for that so you can hear that extra huffing that you were talking about. I was saying, I know, I'm just playing with you. It's kind of what
I hear those.
Yeah, no, I heard.
Clear as day.
Yeah, I always thought it was me, and then I'm like, that ain't me.
No, it's not.
Where you at? Where you at? I can still see him moving now in this one.
I can too, especially the one by the trees, the lower.
Yeah, the lower front right. Yeah. There's another black area down here, guys, that we originally started investigating. It looked like there was movement down low in front. You see a really dark spot down there? There's two of them. It almost looked like he was down low on the ground, dude. And I said to Wojo, I said, it had to be a group of them because it seemed like there was a watcher and stuff. You know what I mean? I was on here just a different name, guys. Yeah, I know. I saw that. I saw you come in on the other name. I said hi to you. Yeah, you can see him moving around though.
And Tim, to answer your question from way back, sorry, we get caught up in this, but I would say they probably didn't expect Richie just to immediately pull out the camera and like.
I'm sorry, time out. Before you finish it, look what Kelly Porter just said. Look at.
Yep.
That's what you said.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead. Surprised that I pulled out the camera. Sorry.
Yeah. No, so Kelly, good job because I said the same thing.
Same exact thing.
It's they didn't expect that. And so now it's kind of like cloak and duck and who, Richie's like already out, like, because he was raking. So he turns around, like, I'm sure you can validate that, Rich, and just turn around. You had the camera and probably caught them off guard, frequency and everything. And it's kind of really cool stuff to see that validation and see those movements. And I'm glad that you showed us on Wednesday night, even though you were blowing me away about, oh yeah, have a podcast on Tuesday and this and that. Then we find evidence right there. And yes, it brought a tear to his eye. I don't blame him because, when you have that passion and it came to him for a reason.
Yeah.
And the Satanias now they're here for a reason because of him. And obviously we're here for the research, the communication. So now Richie talks to them. Well, we talked to him, but I'm saying Richie because it started with him. That's important. It's important because everyone wants to just find a picture. Everyone wants to see the Bigfoot. Yeah, but I would like to just sit down with them, talk with them. How's the woods? Yeah, I don't know, but have that form of communication, and it's positive spirit, positive energy too. Mm-hmm. So I think that's important, and this is where we are now. So looking at that, you look at this now. I mean, this is a blessing.
Yeah, and you got to and thank you for that and understanding how I feel because you deal with the ridicule, you deal with the fear of not you deal with the fears of it, so you stay silent, and that's one of the reasons why my whole soapbox that I'm standing on is about kind research and respecting one another and not treating each other like shit and making fun of people or any of that stuff is going to go to the wayside. That was my goal here, was to push that stuff out. And I got to be honest with you, I feel that movement. I feel that happening. I can literally list maybe 2 or 3 that are still left that think like that they can get away with that shit and still do that shit around this area. And I feel that going away. Anybody other than those 3 aren't researchers or whatever anyways, or don't own a pair of boots. So I don't even take them for anything. When someone just comes in and just automatically says there's no Bigfoot because of this or that, I just totally know that they haven't been in the woods. They haven't done research and I don't even bother. So that makes it easy for me. And you're right, Mooncat. They pick us and I feel honored that I was picked. I'm still scratching my head. Obviously, that's why I'm sitting here dumbfounded with goosebumps and emotional. Not 6 years later from this video, but mind you, I've been a decade at this now. If you put all that time together from when I was hearing things and researching on my own and not saying nothing to nobody and all that stuff, it's a long road, man. It's a long road. And then to be sitting here with such a family and a bunch of people on the side that respect me, I didn't need anybody to agree with me. I know what I lived through. I know what I was dealing with. I don't need anybody's validation in that sense. That's validation for me. That's my validation. That's why the name of this episode is validation for me. And people say, well, why would you need validation if you went through all that stuff already? Because I'm a rational thinker. Because I think rationally. My brain goes to the rational side of things as quickly as possible. And when you have one incident with 4 pieces of evidence now, you just sit there and go, oh my God, that was the dude that he was looking right at me as I held out my phone, probably not wondering what the hell that thing was or however they think. I don't know what they know and don't know. And he was that close to me. He knew my every move. You know, I knew he responded to me intellectually. I knew he did when I said, "Come on, where you at?" And he made, you know, when he did that, I knew it was intelligent. It took a few minutes to kick in, but then it hit me. The rational side goes, "Yo, dude, he knew you were talking to him. Back up." You know, that's when I was like, "Oh shit," you know. So,
and when you're in that real moment, though, Rich, you know, when you were here in my house, I was just so happy for you, and I just said, "You know what, Rich?" I go, right now, in this moment, everything that's happening right now, if you were to put it in one word about all this, what will that be? He goes, validation. Obviously, that's the name of the show.
Yep.
But that's what it's all about. It's validation, and I'll tell you, this is why I'm glad that, you know, when he started and until now, this is why it's important to share. This is great. I mean, because I personally think there's about up to 4 of them.
Well, yeah. And you know what, though? What you just said is a prime example of sharing. Because I was sharing with Darren something totally different, that video happened to be sitting next to what I was sharing with Darren. And I went, oh, here's this. I got growled at. And he was like, yeah, that's kind of faint. And I'm like, yeah, it comes through the phone. And we're having that whole conversation. And that's when I looked down. I went, oh, wait, I can do things now. And when you screen record or stuff like that, or certain videos, like when I text it to Wojo, I can go back into my text message and I can slow the speed down. So you hear me go, come on, where you at? You know what I mean?
Danny.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, because what I'm pulling out my phone. Richie's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" You know, the Android thing. Here we go. But I just want us to like zoom in, and we're all like sitting there, like just three guys ping piling on the. It was awesome. It was just like we're high fiving. We're like, "Oh my god." It was just in the moment. It was just incredible.
Yeah. So Wojo took out his amazing Android telephone that the only real good thing about it is the camera, let's face it. Anyway, so the really good camera was able to pick everything up on my iPhone, which has enough memory to hold it for that long. And then able to zoom in and all that stuff. So we were able to see different things from his phone as well. And when he zoomed in, it was clear and you could see that conical head. And I went, oh shit, that's him. That's him, dude. And again, the point that I want to drive home to you guys, I have him dead center of my camera. As a paranormal researcher, you go to the sound. I went right to the sound. You go to the sound physically, microphone, video, you go to the sound. That's what we had been trained to do, basically, just by being in the paranormal world. So as soon as I heard that sound, it was just like right to it. And you could see that by how centered he is on that phone. And yeah, I did move it around. Sure. I was trying to scan and figuring I could look at it later. And then when I went to look at it, it was all pixelation. But the thing that's blowing my mind is that I could see him in these videos and I couldn't see him standing there. And I got my phone and I'm doing this. So you can almost see the movement of the phone as I'm moving in my head, trying to see things, you know. Let's see.
The Android helping the Apple.
Yeah, listen.
Telephone man. Ooh.
Well, listen, if Android and Apple can work together, you humans can get your shit together and work together. How's that?
That's right. Yeah.
Tim says they chased me in my dreams when it's funny. Tim says this. I was a kid. I never knew what a Bigfoot was until I see a picture of Patty. When I was in the 8th grade, a friend showed me a book with the picture. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Oh, what's this? Like double Androids are terrible. I've had both for extended period. iPhone hands down better.
I mean,
highly intelligent, highly intelligent gentleman right there speaking. Highly intelligent. Highly.
Well, me and Ron had this discussion about that. But I mean, again,
Lori, get out of here.
I got the audio, I got the video, but Richie's got more like
memory.
Good
well, it's just a computer. It's like a laptop in your hand. It's a hand-sized computer. Yours is a handheld. Yours is a hand-sized tablet. And if you go on the Android system, what I did for many years, it was just absolutely overly simply complicated. It was very weird. And it was just like, well, where'd my memory go? You know what I mean? Like shit like that. But anyways, they've come a long way, I'm sure. Their cameras are really good. I'll give them that. And that's what they sell all you suckers on is those cameras. So that's, I mean, I'm sorry, was that out loud? You know what I mean? So no, that's fine. So yeah. So wait, let me see if I uploaded this. It says it did. Did it?
No way.
And now it shows up twice. Let me get rid of that one. Let's see if it comes up though. Nope, it's looping.
Or my yard or my land.
You hear it? Can you hear or see anything?
No. I heard my house, my land.
Yeah. That's when I went to stupid man gene and started talking to him. It's not coming up. It's coming up black and not showing it. Oh my God. It is Robin, isn't it? It is. And we've had them run by us. I mean, I've seen glimpses of them. I've seen them like almost, I call it skate between trees, where they just like that. And you're like, what the hell? That wasn't even a footstep. No wonder why you can't hear them sometimes. Yeah, I think they
out of a tree.
They glide, and then leaping out of a tree. That was another one. And it's always just glimpses. It's
so fast.
Dude, it's so crazy, dude. It's so crazy, dude. Yeah, it's totally different, man. And and to have this here, and I could put myself back there at that fence and I can see it. That stinks that it did that. This one says 33 seconds. That might be yours. This is me panning around, I think. Let me see. I can't tell. Let me lift up on it. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry.
I sent you the black and white.
How was that?
But it's more zoomed in.
It could be. Is it a screen recording? So I thought the other one there was a screen recording, but it might not be. It might be why you can't upload it to Restream, because it's a screen record. Meaning it wouldn't be able to get past this, film the screen, because it's invisible, right? Which kind of makes no sense.
Because that would have been really cool for the audience to really, because you can have the control of.
Yeah, I can slide it back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on, I got a stupid. Shut this off. No. Change name. I don't need it blowing up. All right. So what I'm gonna do is. Oh, come on. Oh, I can pan. Let me go down. Mute notifications. Yes. Okay. What? Yeah. Sure. All right. Let me try this one. It's less time. I'm going to try this one. And then we'll know if the screen record is the thing. And we'll check it out. So the start of everything. Save here. Upload. And screen records take a little longer to download. And I'm just, this is where Bobby Lee gets mad at me, because I'm just winging shit in here without labeling it.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Can't help it.
Let's see what this says. Let's see what everybody's saying here. Kurt says, I find it fascinating. You run a test with a gifting chair and get repeatable results time after time, and you can tell something intelligent got in there, but still so elusive. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Yep, and it's like we talked to Matt Moniz, who's a scientist. That's what he talks about, is that you're repeating your tests over and over. You're collecting data, which is creating science, which is wild to me. That's a mind-blowing fast, Yeah, due to their knees and hips, their head does not move a lot when booking. Yeah, I don't listen. I'm just explaining the visual of what I saw and the movement that I saw it in. It was like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, it wasn't like, nothing was like that. The hips, the knees, the dog snoring, none of it. Really? What? Which one's that? Is that Darren's? Which one's snoring? Yeah, she snores.
She's not snoring. She's whimpering. She's looking for a BONE. Oh. No.
Daddy's over there sleeping on the couch. Go sniff his. I don't know what you're laughing about.
No, it's just this dogs just keep giving me this dirty look, like give you a treat. Well, I'm going to stand here and stare at you all day.
Yeah, exactly.
She just keeps circling me.
Yeah, but I thought the whole thing was just fascinating how it all came together. You know what I mean? The whole thing was just I'm just like, dude, I was up to like, I don't know, it was after 2, dude, going through the phone. I think I sent you one that I found again, the long version of it at like, I don't know what time, you know what I mean? Now don't worry about the spelling, dude. Nobody cares about spelling. We're good. We can make it up. Oh, here we go. Robin says, I saw one go so fast in one jump, it cleared the stream, which is about 30 feet across. It was peeking at you, and that is cool. It was looking at me. I could feel it looking at me right when I looked at this video. It was just as curious about you as you about them. 100%, 100%. And I think, was it Kelly said earlier, they knew you were there long before I knew he was there. And that's what kind of is mind blowing, because he's breaking a tree, and you got to hear me raking. You hear me raking the ground. I mean, it was like they kind of wanted to get my attention. By snap. How are we going to get his attention? I don't know. Snap that tree over there. It's only 14 to 16 inches around and fresh, and it hardwood. You know what I mean? That'll get his attention. Yeah, you think? Definitely. And then he walked right over.
Too. Oh yeah, the cool thing too, Rich, is on the original video, folks. I mean, you can't really tell like anything's going on, but I guess we have to pay more attention. Well, I mean, especially me, because I still do video and audio, and pay attention to the woods because they blend in very well.
Oh my God.
And sometimes you just have to, once you see that slight movement.
Oh yeah.
And that's when you do that research and really like carefully look over.
Oh, what's this? Oh, which one is this? Oh, we'll see if. Why didn't it tell me that?
Because Mooncat, and Robin, I mean, they're just so elusive, but at the same time, everyone says, oh, like they can just walk up and go away or this and that. No, listen, they are so curious about us. They are not going to move that far at all. They'll do anything to avoid.
That's the same one. Oh, that's the right side. Let me go to the left one. Hang on.
Hey, Alpha Joe.
Alpha Joe. Let's see if this one comes up. This ain't coming up either.
I got nothing.
Yeah, it's not coming up on the screen records, bro. Oh, I got to figure a way around that. Because the screen records are awesome.
Yeah.
Not coming up. That's the screen record. So that tells me that the screen record cannot upload to Restream. Oh, well. Let me see what else I got on it. Let me see. Let me get that out of there. Delete. Yep, there's that. So we'll play this if Alpha Joe just came in. Oh, hang on a minute. Let me do this. Get the chats up. Never know what. Yeah, absolutely. So what's up, Alpha Joe? So yeah, we were just reliving one of my moments. My defining moment. In my backyard when I heard the tree snap, and then watched it fall. And other parts of this video too, Woj, you brought it up. You can actually hear him walking after the tree snapped, and I said something. You could actually hear them coming, like they're gonna come towards me. You just got to really listen for it. But they're a little ways away. They're not crazy.
No, it was loud enough that I'm like, dude.
Really cool.
It sounded loud. I'm like, on your phone. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, well, the technology is totally different. So then when we looked further into it, talking with Mr. Alpha Joe, who changed his name back to Alpha Joe. So here's the original. Well, I just touched up a little bit. But we'll play it one more time, and then we'll go over the announcement of the... why is it over here? Just come into the damn studio. Where you at? That little... that's that little huff that got my attention, and where I put something intellectually with what was going on. Then, Wednesday night, this past Wednesday... we were going through some evidence, and I realized I could do things with my phone now that I couldn't do 6 years ago. So I'll put it on loop for you one more time. You'll see. You see that black figure in the middle? There he is. There he is. And now you can see where he's located. You can see him now. He's moving a little bit. You see his leg. You see his arm. I tell you, that longer one I have, when I come back again, you can kind of see him. He moves again.
Yeah, because he's like this.
Yeah, dude. Right there. He moves so good right there, dude. He was like this, and then he comes back.
But it's that its right shoulder that really pops out of the blue. That's what, was really cool.
Yeah. Now let me make this the main screen. You guys can look. Now look at the black figures in the back on the video aspect of it, right? Yeah, you see the conical head, Joe? Yeah, look at the black figures on the left. See them? They're moving. There's something moving over there. No wind that day. There was no wind. This is my backyard. And I had that incident, but I didn't know I had this on video until Wednesday night. Right there, he's moving. You see his leg? His leg is off to our right. Yep. Watch where his leg is now. And then watch the body. Now watch when it goes to the video. Stay on the body in your mind. Boom. Now you're on it again. Now watch every movement. Look at that, dude. That one's awesome.
Yeah, because when I copied the video in black and white, and it's a little bit more zoomed. I know Richie's trying to put it up, but we're having problems. But you can see that leg go in and out, like the same movement as the top. And that I go, hey, check that out. I go, watch this movement. He goes, what is that? I go, it looks like He goes, it looks like a leg. I go, yeah. And look at the head, shoulders. You can, I don't know if you can almost see the right. You see the right shoulder, Rich. But watch it when it comes up close. You might see a little bit of the top left shoulder. See that?
Yeah, I can see it. You can see it through whatever he's standing in front of.
Right.
I don't really know what that is. It's driving me nuts. Let me see this.
It almost looks at.
This is
like it's equal shouldered. See that? Equal shouldered. See the leg, and you go straight up. Looks like the left shoulder. Mm-hmm. I mean, that thing is wide.
Oh, this one would be nice. This is the one here. This one's.
Oh yeah, Mary. Yeah, flanked. Yep, in his backyard. Yes.
Oh yeah, many times, a few times. Anyways, 3 that were really nerve wracking. This one here, I slow down, but it looks. I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's a screen recording, is it? If this isn't a screen recording, this would be badass. Because I'm doing slow motion. It's got to be a screen.
You see, like right below that leg. Okay, below that leg, guys, you'll see movement right there too. Another one.
I'm gonna try that. I think this is a screen recording.
Right to your right, you'll see that dark shadow right there in the kind of like the middle top.
Yep. That cone head is amazing, though.
That is like really cool.
I love that. That was what. Yeah, I see it right. Oh, there he does a little bit of a dipsy.
He does,
right? Yeah. The more you watch it, it's funny when you're doing research. If you just put it on loop and watch it for a little bit, you'll pick up on so many characteristics and little things. Look at this. You can see it.
Even the far left too.
Yep.
The left and the right at the same height. That's the amazing part.
Well, but even
those are probably
I'm sorry.
Guys that growled at you.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. It could have been because they were further back. That's a good theory. But even this feature here is a slideshow feature that I don't have on my old phone. I mean, I just pushed slideshow and the phone made it for me. Well,
it came out awesome.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty sick. Oh, where is it? Oh, Rich. Oh, it is a screen recording, isn't it? Son of a bitch.
All right, Tim. Tim just got in. Tim Vogel.
Oh, hi, Tim. Hi, buddy. So, Tim, remember the story about the me raking around my fireplace years ago, and the tree got snapped in one pull, and then I watched the tree come down. I always say it like 40 miles an hour, and I said, "Come on, where you at?" And I got that little kind of growl on the phone. It's like, and Wednesday night I was at Wojo's, and anyways, we went through a bunch of our evidence, and then I realized that my phone had more technology than 6 years ago, and we were able to figure out what growled at me. This guy right here. That black figure with a conical head. You see his leg, his arm, his bicep, tricep. See him moving right there? Right there he moves. Right there. Oh, I love that one. You guys see that?
Yeah, Tim, there's like 3 movements up to possibly 4. going on. It's
that's a screen recording. I can't do it. Damn it. You know what the still reminds me of? Yeah, right, Tim. You know what the still reminds me of in the end? You guys remember Detlef Pass in Russia, where all the hikers were killed, and that the supposed last picture was the one wide open, it was opening a path, but it was kind of like that, right? What's up, Daryl Evans?
Daryl.
Yep. Yeah, here's the 151. This is the whole thing right here. But it's all screen, man. That's what sucks is if I can't upload it to Restream, maybe I'll try YouTube directly. I bet you I can do a screen recording to YouTube, no problem.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But it reminds me that left pass, that how dark the body is. Like even I'm sitting there going, if it was only 60, 70 yards from me, why is it a shadow figure? Like, that's just so weird. Like, why wasn't there? All right, maybe its hair is black. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know? And, check out the Vogel brothers, man. Those dudes are climbing. They are climbing in rapid pace. That's why they've been quiet over there, Wojo. They're keeping that fame and fortune to themselves.
building fires and giving hugs to others.
Yes, the peaceful, loving way. So these are screen records. I'm gonna see if I can upload them somewhere. Let me see this one. Yeah, that one's.
Yeah, you heard me, Kurt. I had to give the dogs a bone.
Yeah, he gave in. I think he was talking about the Soviet. Yeah, I was. Dyatlov Pass or whatever. Yeah. You do got to keep an eye on those dark spots. But this video here, playing it over and over again, you would think it would be monotonous. But when you look at it, there's other figures in the back side. They're real black on the left side. There was something I thought to the front, low right, but more of that pareidolia look. So I didn't really go with it. Where this one is, to me, is pretty defined of an outline, a silhouette. So would you say, right there, you can see him moving. Tim, I don't know if you can see him. It's top of the screen. In the video, he's at the top of the screen. And then I start zooming in, kind of doing screenshots of his body. And then, but right here, you can see he moves right there. And then he kind of goes down. Just a slight movement, man. It's so crazy, but you can see it so well after a while. Absolutely awesome.
It's like that back and forth motion that, that everyone talks about. Like they just constantly like left to right, or up and down. But that right there, the leg, you could see like the left shoulder, like a little piece of the left shoulder.
Yeah.
And you could, in the video that I sent Richie, but I know we can't get her on there to give you a real show. We'll work that out, guys. But next time, but you could see that part of the leg go in and out. It's pretty cool. You can actually kind of see it right now. See how it kind of like shades out, going back in, going back out.
See, I don't know. Is this a screen recorder? I think it is. See, it's right when
because you can see the stick that goes across, Rich, the leg.
Yeah.
The stick will go across, but you can see the extended part of the shadow. See?
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, you could see it. I could see his body right up from his leg.
Mm.
Yeah, you can see movement right here, guys. Little T to, and he ducks down. He goes T to left, his right, left, and then down. So it's like a little right, a little left, and then down.
Tim, look at the lower left and to the right. You'll see two movements there too.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. I'm lucky dude. Yeah, now I got a piece of footage here, and it's in a different spot, like it moved.
Yes, Robin.
Oh, Wojo, I got to send you this. Yeah, see, he's not there no more on this one. That's awesome.
Oh, because the very far left, Rich. Remember when I told you? The very far left where the trees are right there.
Yep.
All right, there's a little branch that kind of goes up. There is a spot that kept peeking back and forth
right
there,
know.
Like at the far left.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's why I believe there had to be about 4 of them, possibly.
One of my clan. I was glad I could show you. Yeah, no, I love it, man. I love Robin. Yeah, share away. That's what it's all about, right there. Sharing.
We'll talk, Robin.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we gotta get everybody on the show, anyways. Yeah, really good stuff, Tim. And And that's why I said, we called the episode validation. It was just kind of that. And I knew what I was dealing with just from the snap of the tree, the watching it fall, the growl. I got it. I was dealing with something with an intellect and was responding to my response. I knew that. And then, but I looked everywhere on my phone, and it just would pixelate as soon as I zoomed in. But again, the thing that's blowing my mind is that I can't. I'm standing right there looking over my phone, and I couldn't see him. I couldn't see what I'm seeing now. I couldn't see him. And then 6 years later, here we are. We find the footage, and the technology is available to pull something out. And again, it's not, if you just show that picture, you go, oh yeah, that's a mysterious creature, who happens to have that conical head like a Bigfoot, they say is. But when you tie it together with the other 3 pieces of evidence in the same incident, it becomes something more, I think, for me as a researcher and as a paranormal researcher, any kind of researcher, right? Even a scientist, right? If you're pulling, 3 pieces together and you can add a 4th to it to drive your theory, right? Or your hypotheses, however you want to say it, like a scientist or an educated person, right? And you want to put all that together, that 4th piece is huge. And when you see the movement in the video, to me, that's almost a 5th part of it. That's almost a 5th piece of evidence, because even if I just have a black silhouette with a cone head, big muscles, shoulders, and a leg, what the hell is it doing moving? So
yeah, John, there might be movement behind in the wood line. Again, we'll work on it next time. I'll show you my video where I kind of zoomed in over Richie's phone. Yep. And what Richie did is, like, we did the black and white contrast, was what you're looking at now. And you could see a lot more of what's going on, but especially in that top left, because I know something was moving in the top left. But Rich, remember when me and you were down to the intersection, and we stayed down the left path, and we sat down there, and all that walking and movement and yelling and breaking, and like we thought they were close. And remember that Sam said there might be one behind you. Remember that picture?
Yep.
That's what it kind of looks like right here, because I heard, and I told you, something's walking from my left to your right, like behind you from a distance. And you aim the phone behind you.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
You're right. Yep. Yeah. Another damn bear. Those bears. Yeah. No, it's yeah, so it's pretty wild, man. It's pretty wild when you go back and feel that feeling and then realize how exactly close they were. And right then and there, I was probably marked, and, because he saw me with his eyes. And I'm sure he had seen me with his eyes before, but that's a pretty straight path, of vision. Not for me, apparently, you know what I mean? But, that's pretty awesome, man. That's pretty, it's pretty profound, for me.
Well, you stopped and says, "Who's that?" And you're talking to them immediately. I know it's, but you were talking to them more than once, and that's why you're marked.
Well, yeah, because I would talk to them before that. All right, guys. Yep. Hey, what's up? They'd make a noise, and I'd be like, "Hey, I can hear you. What's happening? Where you at? Show yourself. It's me, Rich. And I wasn't Richie B then. And it was like, me, Rich. What's up? And then at this time, I was kind of getting frustrated being at this level that I didn't see him yet, and not, being more of a novice type researcher, that I was more like, all right, whatever. I'm trying to get stuff done in the yard today. That's what I said. I said, come on, man. I'm finally getting shit done around here. What's going on today? And then I grab my phone. I'm like, come on, where you at? Like just let's do this, and it's kind of like, again, you go back to the paranormal, where you kind of, you're not getting much and you try to provoke a little bit. I wouldn't even dream of doing that now, but back then, what did I know? I'm learning, you say, yeah, that's a lot of years though, blah, blah, blah. No, but it's about knowledge, not years. I know more now in 2 years than I did in the 8 prior. You know what I mean? So, it's a different level of research now. This level of research is beyond anything I ever imagined. And quite frankly, when somebody would tell me about communicating with Bigfoot and stuff like that, I'd be like, okay, go lay down. You're tired. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't say it out loud. I would never insult anybody, but I wouldn't believe them. Straight up, I wouldn't believe them. And that's the God's honest truth. I would not believe him. Ask Wojo, the self-illuminating eyes. I studied them. I researched them. I read about them. I heard stories. I watched podcasts. I went on the internet. I've seen them in the woods with cameras and things like that. People show me. But until they happened to me more than once, I was not going to write it down. I was not going to take it as evidence. And now I've lived it. And I'm glad I'm like that because not everything is Bigfoot. And I don't jump to everything being Bigfoot. So I feel good about where I'm at as a researcher. And I'm glad I have a rational side to my brain that can kind of balance me out and do those checks and balances. It's very important. And that's why I get excited 6 years later when you find something like this. I know what the hell I'm looking at, and you guys know what you're looking at too. You know exactly what you're looking at. But
we're still learning, like you said, and it's going to take centuries.
Yeah. What's up, man? What's up, MS?
Continue that.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, MS.
Yeah, pretty wild, man. You definitely got to watch the replay of this show. I know you got to go. Start decorating the house for the holidays. Everyone have an amazing night. Sparky, thank you so much, my friend, and God bless you, my man.
Thank you.
And we're always here. We're always here as brothers. If you need to talk, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah. And that's with an elbow.
We got you.
Yeah, I'm nudging you with elbow, not anything else, you weirdo. So.
Well, you don't hug?
Oh yeah. Well,
we give hugs.
Tim Vogel's a hugger. I heard that guy will not. I heard that guy is weird when he hugs.
Oh, Pony Boy,
yeah, Pony Boy. He hugs you like he's the date at the prom.
Yeah, but going back to the Vogels, like how they explained to me, like in at Felton Pond, like then they show the location, where they were standing, and I'll just never forget when I asked Eric Vogel, I go, well, how big was it? He goes, Wojo, it was as wide as a piece of plywood.
Yep.
And I can see from this picture, absolutely. I mean, that's a big sheet of plywood right there.
That's a big dude, man. Yeah, that's a big dude. That's a wide truck. I am getting all these weird friend requests from people.
You too, Tim.
Let's see. Wow. Yeah, pelvis in type of hugger. Absolutely. All right. Let's see. Who said bye? Did someone say bye? You said Tim said bye. Oh, good night. Oh,
Tim Gayhart.
No, he said good night, Sparky. Blessings to you and yours.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
My bad.
That was rude. You're like, oh, no. Yeah, let's get Tim out of here. Thanks, Tim. This person here wants to be friends. They have 17 friends. Oh, okay. And they took the one picture that they have listen, if you got 17 friends and you have pictures on there that are from today, yesterday, or the day before, we're probably not going to be friends. So try that shit with someone else. I'm not doing that. Matter of fact, I'm going to stop accepting a lot of friendships. If you want to be my friend, you can go over to Banter with Richie B Facebook page, the professional page, and be my friend over there. If you're into the paranormal and I don't know you from my show or personally, softball, AA program, whatever, life on the streets, growing up in the woods of Middleborough, stuff like that, then go over there and we'll be friends, because that's what's going to happen coming this week. Because there's too much bullshit going on that I don't want anybody spying on me. All right, I don't trust you. That's what it is. Yeah, see. Yeah, listen, I'll give you a left and a right even. That's right. Yeah, see.
Okay, this is a good positive show.
Oh, I love it, man. Yeah, this is a good positive show. And
you got questions? Ask the questions.
Yeah, this is my. It's weird because I sit here thinking about it as just some dude, and I'm like, this is like my history. This is my Bigfoot history. And it's right here for the whole world to see, and it's up on Dark Realm TV.
Where fear lives.
Gotten a lot better. Very proud of you, buddy. You're doing great.
Thank you very little.
Oh, you're welcome, very little.
That's true, D-Hoot. They have to pass through you. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. You don't want to quick trigger McGee over there to get a hold of you. So I let that play for a while so you guys could see. Yep, that's a Bigfoot all the way. Thank you, MS. Thank you. That whole story, MS, is my story. That shot is taken in my backyard. That was late 2019, first days of 20, I guess. So it says. I have to look more into it, but right around there, it's about 6 years old. The story that I tell is that I was working in the yard and I heard a tree break, and then I looked up and I saw the tree come down, and it was just beyond my game trail in the opening of the conservation land, right on the edge of my property. And I grabbed my phone. I said, "Come on, where you at?" I walked over to my fence. Something growled at me from across the way in the thicket. I started recording. For years, I looked at it and it just would pixelate. I was over Wojo's house just this Wednesday, almost 6 years to the day, right? 6 years to the month. And I realized I had new technology on my phone. And then Wojo came over with his, Android and had his great camera. And we started working and looking at things and being researchers. And my phone offered me to have a slideshow with the little screenshots that I was making. And boom, there it is, man. Look at Benno just got here.
Oh, Benno.
Oh, my God.
Oh, mamaya.
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock. What's going on in Australia, guys? Did they take your clocks away too over there? What the hell's happening?
Yeah.
Was that too soon?
They took away his bells.
Took away his clocks.
Bells and whistles.
Benno, you want me to put it up for you before I go? So that's what happened. And the people that have been here, people that actually own watches and showed up on time, are probably getting sick of me playing this video. But Benno's here, and Benno's one of us, and MS is one of us, and he asked the question, and this is where it catapulted me into being a researcher, where something growled at me. I got it on video. I couldn't see it. The tree had snapped. I watched it fall. I'm getting tired of telling this story. I'm going to go to bed. No, I'm never tired of telling this story. This story is awesome. And it's mine, and I'm so blessed. And then Wednesday night, we're at Wojo's house playing around with the phones, looking at evidence. And this is what comes up, Benno. You ready? I have to play it a few times, and then I got to sign off. And then I got news. Big news.
All for you, Benno.
All for you, Benno. Well, NMS. Here you go, Benno. Pay attention, Benno. There he is, Benno. Conical head and all. Look at Benno. There he is in the middle of the screen. He moves right there, Benno. He's moving, Benno. Pay attention.
He's on the top, Benno, on the top.
He's ducking down a little bit. Look at Benno. You see his leg? His leg, too.
Mm-hmm.
Benno, you here? We have to wait a few minutes for the transmit to get to Australia. Stand by. Yep.
Come in, Sydney.
Yep.
Come in, Sydney.
My bro's got DSL over there. Hang on.
DSL, yeah.
Yeah, I hope Benno's feeling all right. I think he wasn't feeling good,
yeah.
Right? I wonder if that Bigfoot is the same one. Yes, I believe it is. Yeah, because what happened was, if you know the whole story, it's on YouTube. But the whole story is when we started researching and stuff. Me and Wojo we researched my backyard, and then we had huge knocks from across the river, huge knocks. So we were like, we got to get over there and investigate. So then the next whatever investigation, we end up across the river. And then we see structures, tree knocks, stuff like that. And then we're following structures. And then now we're following along the river on either side of the major river that is near us. And we're going back and forth, kind of following structures. And we're having activity. We'd had a whoop right after I sneezed. I think we got a whoop. And that was an ongoing joke for a while because I sneezed like I just do that abrupt sneeze. And then we got a whoop like right afterwards in one area. And then we followed that. And then I got in a whistle fight out by the river in that area. And then, it's still loading? Oh, it's jerk.
Oh.
You must be live in the woods with us. That's usually what happens.
Oh, yeah.
And then from there, that's when we pulled out the map again. I said, we agreed where we were going to next to try to follow this trail. And then I kept saying, we got to get in there. Remember that? I said, we got to see if we can even park there and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you know what? Mojo's like, just pull in and go. And I'm like, all right. And we've been there almost 2 years now. And I believe, yes, that this is connected. This is why I've always said that nomadic, and I know landmass matters between nomadic and migrational, but I believe they're more nomadic, and that they're always, for me, they're always around. I mean, we got prints in the snow, we got prints in the mud, we got, prints in the compost, whatever time of year it is, they're there.
But again, it's
that
curiosity. Like, you're at your fence, you're in your property, and then you're just turning around and you hear that. I think the reason why you turned around is because you heard that. Because again, I heard like two huffs, but the last one was louder. Yeah. Like, who's that? And it got louder.
Yeah.
But if you listen carefully, you can hear three of them. And I just believe that that's probably what got your attention. And you know what? I think it's your reaction. And now you kept going in the woods. Now you started going in the woods alone. You're finding the X structures. You found the dream catcher, but you're still trying to communicate with them.
Yeah.
Because they know that what's possibly out there. And I think that's why they were so drawn to you, and that's why you've been marked.
Yeah, and I believe in all that, and I think it's all great theories. And I don't even think it's a theory anymore. I just feel that that's the way it is, and this is how my life's been drawn out. And now you're part of it as well. They know you too now. You know what I mean? So, and they know people who investigate with me and all you guys. I wouldn't be surprised if they knew people that were on the phone with us when we're out in the woods. Thank you, Benno, for that, and Wojo, because that's an honor. You know what I mean? So, do you have time for boots on the ground tomorrow? Yeah, we're going out tomorrow at 1:00. We have a pretty cool team lined up. There's going to be me, Wojo, Martin from New Hampshire, our boy from up in New Hampshire, and one of our very good new friends, Miss Susan Ahern, the Happy Medium. She's going to come out to the area, and hopefully we can get her maybe to open up a little bit and see what she sees and sees what she feels. I think that'll be pretty awesome. I think that land, if you are an open type medium, is going to make you do basically, even if you didn't want to open up, because even even Wojo, who doesn't have any of that stuff in him, has found that he, brings them out, right? So I wonder if they see you all the time after a long period of time, the possibility of an encounter, we become great. Yeah, and I think it is. I think and that's the point, MS. It built up to this. It built up to just noises. It built up to noises during the day, breaks during the day, walking around during the day. And if you know this land, it's not really a walking land until the granola people built the path. And then it happened at night, and there were no headlamps and no flashlights. So it built up to this. This was a long, long time. I mean, it was, it was years before this when I was hearing them. When I had my kids out in the woods in 2016, this is almost 2020, basically. It is in 2020, so.
Like Robin, you asked.
I know she did. Yeah.
Yeah. About how high is the brush he is hiding behind? Is he very tall? I want to guess. I mean, I want to guess the saplings that are like from pretty much where Richie is. That we're talking approximately in this picture, maybe like 60, 70 yards. And I'm going to say those saplings are probably, I don't know, and you get a lot of brush and stuff, probably about 6 feet. So, I mean, what you see right there, I can't speak for that. What would you think, Rich?
My estimation with knowing my property and knowing that area so well and understanding where he's standing, he's about 9 feet tall. Because when you walk up the game trail, the game trail kind of dips down. That thicket kind of goes up for us.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But you walk to the other side, and you get a better idea of what he is. So that brush is about 8 feet high. Mm-hmm. So those thickets are about 8 feet high. There's a mixture of laurels, mixture of like little those, I don't even know what they are really. They're like little branches of like oak and elm type saplings, the ones that kind of whip you when you walk through them. A series of gray ones there. I think there's a stump from a tree that's over, and then the brush is actually growing on top of that even. So my estimation, knowing the area, looking at this footage, I estimate him to be about 9 feet tall. That's my estimation.
Because for me to look at this, go ahead, Rich.
No, there is a dip behind him where that ball root fell over. I showed you that hole before. I showed you that hole, and
I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, I said, look, you could see me from here coming out of my camper. And I've had instances of them throwing things and running across the backyard when I stepped out of the camper, snapping branches trying to get my attention. I mean, goosebumps again. The big, huge ground break that time, the boom, and you can feel it through the ground because Mama stepped on something. You know what I mean? So, and it had to be on purpose. That wasn't a whoopsie. Just when I came out of the camper, you know what I mean? So yeah, 8 to 9 feet. That's fair. Yeah, I think that's more than fair.
Because this is like 6 years ago, and I know Richie's yacht very well. But now, what you're looking at right here, it is so thick. It is like insanely thick. Yep. To like we went in there. You have to be like in a ducking position, taking your time to navigate your way out of there. But here it's so wide open, but as you keep going, I know what Richie's talking about because you're kind of going up a slight incline, and then it does drop down.
On the other side,
it drops down like probably about a good maybe like 3 to 4 feet. Gradually, and then it levels off. And so, I can see like 8 to 9 feet easily. I mean, that's whatever we're looking at. It's a big boy or girl. So,
I'm pretty sure that's who I think it is. I think that's the beginning of it.
Yep.
I really do. He knows me.
So,
you could see it. You can't see his eyes and everything, but you could see his demeanor, like staring. You could feel him staring at you if you look at that one frozen picture of his silhouette, like right there, and then right there, dude. That I can feel it go right through me every time I look at that picture. Every time, dude.
Well, they're just curious of who you are because they don't really see the other neighbors. I'm sure they do, but I'm talking about like when you go down to the granola path and take a left, there's children over there.
Right. Yeah. Well,
there's the curiosity is there, but you is a little bit different because you're out there and you're loud, and they're probably going,
oh yeah,
it's Richie.
Yeah.
So they're just hanging out because it's it's more open and
and they know I'm open. They know that I'm open-minded, and they know that like you said, I'm loud, and I'm responsive. I'm not. I could pick up on things too, where I'm like, yo, I feel like something's staring at me, or I hear movement and I react to it, like, yo, what's up? What's going on?
Exactly.
Yeah. So
that's my point.
Other neighbors are like, yeah, let's just something big out back. Let's go inside. Right. So here, just to reiterate, everybody, thank you, Tim Vogel. Appreciate your input on that. That's important to us. You know how we value you and your brother's knowledge, we'll call it. Benno, he keeps it in his yard. Yeah. So, Benno thinks yeah. So what Wojo was saying was my yard, my yard.
Yeah.
So let's do this on the way out, people, because I got to roll. Let's check it out. Let's do this. Just a reminder of what's coming up, Mr. Vogel, if you're still here. You'll probably be perhaps a guest on one of these shows coming up on the Banter with Richie B Podcast Network, coming to you early December. Probably the 9th might be the kickoff. We'll see. So we're starting up our podcast network. We have an absolute crazy kick-ass team, talented ladies, and me and Wojo, whatever that is. But we thought it was time for us to start this. If any time presented itself, this is the time. This is the moment. This is why I went over Wojo's house Wednesday night, because I thought about it at work, and I told him what I wanted to do, and then it ended up talking about him and then talking about the evidence. So we have our own. Thank you very much, D Hoot. You're part of it, and we appreciate you. One of our podcasts on the network is the Phantom Navigator with Amanda Lombardo. I've been hunting over 50 years. Until last 4 years, I just brushed everything off as usual happens. Yep. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Benno. So that's one of our podcasts. This will be airing on Wednesday nights, 8 to 9 p.m. or 9 to 10. I might have that wrong again. And our very own producer, Sam's Pretty Paranormal podcast is coming to the Banter with Richie B podcast network on Friday at 9:00. Sam's going to go over. Amanda will have different guests and things like that, and she'll have some recorded episodes, some live episodes. She'll be talking about the paranormal folklore of Japan, things like that. Sam's Pretty Paranormal will have Dinner with the Dead, makeup tutorials for the ladies, and talking about ghost stories at that time. And maybe she'll have a guest on and they'll do it together. It's coming up right now, Robin.
Cornbread Mofo
doing her thing. And then Tuesday nights, the coup de grace, the anchor, the big to-do, the home of the Boom podcast with our very own Wojo will be the host every Tuesday night from 7 to 8 p.m. All 1 hour shows, except ours. It's Saturday nights are 2 hours. The host is Wojo and his amazing co-host. I heard this guy is absolutely going to be a fan favorite. Richie B. So there you go. Check that out, Benno. While you were sleeping, we were working. While you were playing checkers, we were playing chess, Benno.
Yeah.
So here you go. This is the Banter with Richie B podcast. And I got to tell you, when you come out of the gate with that lineup, bro, you come out of the gate with that lineup. You got what we're already here. We're established, right? And then all of a sudden, nice kid. And all of a sudden, you add Sam's Pretty Paranormal into a podcast. You turn the fan favorite co-host into a host, and you take an amazing digital creative that lives in Japan, who already has podcast experience. And by the way, Sam is on Dark Realm TV, and Amanda is on Dark Realm TV. So, hello.
Where fear lives.
Exactly.
And only that, we'll probably have like T-shirts out for these too. So, you know what? Show your love.
Yes.
You know, that'll be in the future too.
Yeah, everything is seen right here. You're going to get the same exact notifications. Everything is linked to this channel and their channels. That's how we do it. We're helping each other out. So Amanda's going to come in on her night. She's going to hook up her stuff right here to this restream, right here to this YouTube, and her own stuff. And you guys are going to see that. So make sure you get over and support her as well. You know, give her some view time. And she'll get view time anyways, just by being linked to us. So all that stuff works hand in hand. Same with Sam. And, of course, Wojo's here with us anyway. So, yeah, right here. That's the beautiful part of it. You don't have to jump through hoops or, you know, get key codes or anything else. You just come in. They have their own email, their own credentials. They log in. They load up their evidence, do their stuff. Boom. Get done. Clear their shit out. So we have plenty of room to work with. And here we are. We're off. And, like, you know, like
Ron, amazing gals. I'm looking forward to this.
Yep, and like Ron says, why be on someone's podcast network when they aren't attentive or on board? It's good we're our own network. Yeah. You know what I mean? And any of you guys that have a story to tell or want to be a guest on one of these shows, reach out to us, man. Go over to my Banter with Richie B page on Facebook. There's a messenger there. It's the quickest, easiest way. My emails I go right through them. I don't even know where people say, "Hey, did you get my email?" Like, no. You know what I mean? So go over to Banter Richie B on Facebook. I've been promoting it and pushing it and everything else. So if you're on this YouTube, you should get over there and follow that page, and you can message us. And if you want to be on the show or tell a story, be on audio or video. It's up to you. You don't have to show your face if you don't want to. We're right here, and we're interactive, guys. It's the same thing as being live in the woods. So speaking of being live in the woods, Wojo, tomorrow, 1:00 Eastern time, we will be in the woods live researching with Martin from New Hampshire and our very own happy medium friend, Sue Ahern, is coming out with us tomorrow. So make sure. A lot of fun. Yep, I'm going to put that thumbnail up tonight. Just go over to it, please, and click waiting or notify me. That'll trigger the waiting part. When we leave here, hype up this video. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. Share it out if you want to share it out. If you don't mind, we'd love that. You know, we're really trying to get the right people in here. They're going to see how you guys behave. They're going to see how I'm a child, but you're going to see that we research kindly and all that stuff. We're trying to spread that love to everybody. It's not about clicks and views. It's about getting the right people in here. No, don't have to be like-minded. We're not all like-minded. We're just respected, right? We're respectful, right? We respect one another. We respect each other's thoughts and theories and opinions, the way research should be, the way humanity should be. And maybe that'll carry over to that. I have no idea. But someone's got to try to make a difference somewhere, and that's what we're doing. And you guys are part of that. So make sure you do that, okay?
So don't be surprised any one of you get a phone call from the Wojo like, hey, listen, hop on the Tuesday night podcast. You know what? Have discussions. Any questions that you weren't able to get in and talk about our investigations or anything. It'd be great because you know what? It's our community. It's your community. And it's positive, it's love. And like I said, and you guys make it happen. So why don't we can't just sit there for an hour conversation? We'll be there and listen, stay loose. We're loose. Don't be afraid.
I'm already sick of listening to him talk. Everybody's leaving. Did you know that?
I know. Everyone's like, yeah, I gotta go. Are we still on?
Yeah, Wojo, turn off the lights when you're done. No. I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. I'm just going to call it right now. Next week, we're not going to have a show because it's Thanksgiving, but I might pop on and say hi to everybody throughout the holiday and kind of keep the lives going. So there will be some pop-up lives coming next week. Richie, sorry, my computer is still loading. Can you repeat all of that? Yeah, it's called playback, son. Yeah. John, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you, Benno. Thank you, John, Mary, Lori, Tim Vogel, Tim, Ohio Bigfoot Researchers. Support each other, follow each other, like, subscribe, notify, right? Everybody do that. Ron, great participation tonight. And Wojo is 100% a pelvic hugger. Yeah, everybody at Mooncat, thank you for your donations. Elder, thank you so much. You as well. Sparky, thank you very much. To our producer Sam at the wedding tonight, being honored as a maid of honor. We love you, Sam, and I hope you had a good, safe night. D-Hoot, thank you so much. Big Andy, man, love you. Hey, Big Andy, are you off tomorrow around 1? No, I'm just kidding. He'll start driving now. He'll still be late. I'm good.
I don't have any Wi-Fi right now. I'll try to make it. I don't know.
Maybe if you drink more moonshine, Andy, your Wi-Fi will work.
Pour it in your gas tank, man. That day you get here quicker.
Yeah, get here quicker, right? Lori Ladd, I want to make sure I list everybody as best I can. Sorry if I missed you
Porter, guys. Mike Tinsley.
Robin Smith, Mike Tinsley jumped on with us. John, of course, we had mentioned. Oh, everybody, man. MS
Michelle
is here.
Wilfong, she was on here.
Yeah, Michelle Wilfong stopped by. Yep, absolutely curious. Curious Cryptids. I told you, check out that page. You guys got to check it out on Facebook. Curious Cryptids, really cool stuff. Great stuff. I just love your stuff. So, I'm a fan of yours. MS, thank you so much, man. Make sure you follow MS. He's up in Canada looking for Bigfoot. I'm sure he's found him plenty of times. And I think that's it. Kurt W, of course, family member Kurt W. Alpha Joe, great to see you. Daryl Evans popped in, said hello, guys. Never heard from him again. Wow, way to support, bro. Daryl Evans got his own podcast, so we're gonna have to intrude.
Yeah,
cool. Tomorrow night. What are we doing tomorrow night? Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. We are guests on. Oh my god, we're so caught up in all this craziness, man. The Paranormal Voice with Dale Quigley, man. I don't know if Michael John's still on there or not, but we're gonna be on that tomorrow night. We are guests on that show, Paranormal Voice, tomorrow night. Did I say that right? Yeah.
The Paranormal Voice, yes.
Dude, I'm so caught up in this evidence right now. It's like crazy.
I got ADD now.
We're going to sit with Dale Quigley, man. Make sure you guys come join us tomorrow night. We are guests on that, 8 o'clock tomorrow night Eastern time. Make sure you join us. All right, that's enough out of us. If I missed you, I'm sorry. You know I love you, goddammit. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and, of course, this YouTube right here. And check us out on this channel right here, the Richie B Podcast Network, with the Home of the Boom podcast, the Phantom Navigator, and Sam's Pretty Paranormal podcast will be airing probably the first week of December. So make sure you watch for those updates. I love you, baby Jack. I love you, Mama Wojo. Get us out of here. We've been here too long.
Yeah,
people are sick of us.
Yes, that's right. Hey, listen, thank you all for being on here. We love you. And remember, we are Home of the Boom.
Go get
Happy
them all.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Enjoy you and yours, man. Much love. Help the person that needs it. That's that time of year to do that. So make sure you reach out if you see somebody struggling.
Aho.